Look at him, eating whatever he wants, never gaining a pound. While I'm stuck with the boring special and can't lose an ounce.
How's your lunch, man?
Amazing. Yours?
So good.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Cool, buddy.
Weight loss isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. The affordable GLP-1 source that can fix your frustration with food.
So, same time next week?
No!
Definitely.
And your friends. Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe and put you on the fast track to becoming debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Just visit nationaldebtrelief.com. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Let today be the day you start turning things around. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Welcome to Laughing in the Dark, an Are You Afraid of the Dark rewatch podcast. For 90s kids, Are You Afraid of the Dark was appointment television every Saturday night, a spine-tingling horror anthology delivered gently, befitting its Canadian roots. I'm Mikie, and I'll be your host for this evening. Also joining me tonight are my fellow members of the 930 Society, Aileen.
Hello.
Bryan.
Hello.
And Dave.
All right.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Woohoo!
I know. Yeah.
We're taking a step back in time with this one.
This
Yeah.
is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Ba,
true.
ba, ba-na-na-na, ah-na-na-na-na.
Gorgeous.
All of that would be appropriate if the person who wrote this episode knew literally anything about the 60s.
And the thing is I guarantee they fucking lived through the 60s.
That's the weirdest part.
The writers of this show are like 80 years old.
Insane.
Yeah, they were like squares, though. They were definitely like, meh.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't sit at the cool table in the 60s.
You want to know my favorite story? Here's a digression. I'm going to take you on a digression.
Okay.
My favorite story about hair. Because Aileen was just singing Dawn of Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. My favorite story about that is when that show premiered on Broadway. So that song is the first song that appears in the play.
Mm-hmm.
And when that song started, the person who kicks off the song, he's like a chorus member, but his mother came from the back of the theater when he started singing and just started yelling, "Sing, baby, sing."
Aww.
I love that story so much because she was so proud of him.
Oh,
That's so beautiful.
nice.
They gave me goosey bumps.
There you go.
It was beautiful.
And I'm just thinking of the first line of that song is when the moon is in the seventh house.
Yep.
I'm getting chills.
I know.
She was so
That's
proud of him.
so
And I'm just picturing
nice.
her coming from the back of the theater.
Oh, I love
just
that.
yelling out, telling him to sing.
Aww.
Okay,
That's
well,
beautiful.
that's
There you
going to be 1,000 times better than this episode, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so instead of that, tonight we're going to be talking about The Tale of Locker 22, which aired on Nickelodeon in the United States and YTV in Canada on July 3rd, 1993.
A day before Independence Day.
Yeah.
Well, not in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
true.
right. They're like, who cares?
They have their own day. I can't remember when it is, but I'm going to learn because I'm going to be one of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this episode, a new student that looks kind of like a young Scully from X-Files starts hallucinating about the ghost of a hippie girl after she opens Locker 22, which hasn't been opened in many, many years. My thoughts? black mold, obviously. But baby Scully wants to get to the bottom of this ghostly occurrence, even if it means having to do chemistry for a man-child teacher with the patience of a ravenous hellbeast.
Oh my God.
So guys, what'd you think of this episode?
Well, there's more menacing sexuality
Yes.
from a couple of guys.
Yeah.
like that.
No, but also this one has Jennifer Irwin from Eastbound and Down in it.
Yes, I
And she's
love
also
her.
she was also on the Goldbergs.
Yep.
Which one is she?
She was Beverly's neighbor best friend Jenzy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's so
Which
funny.
one is she in this?
She's
She's
the hippie girl.
girl.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
she's-
Yes. I can see it now.
She's Candy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's also in The Gate.
Oh.
She's so funny.
Shit.
She's really good.
I can see it because she has a look, but she also has very specific eyes that are extremely recognizable.
Definitely.
Did she play both young and older?
Yes. Same girl.
Okay. Well, I mean, they de-aged her pretty well.
I agree. I think they did a great job at making her look either be incredibly youthful and then make her look older, or be her old age and look incredibly youthful. Whatever it was,
Yeah.
she looks great.
She and I are like the same age, so she would have been like 18 when
Damn.
this episode aired, I think.
They did good aging her up then.
All they had to do was give her that hairdo. That hairdo was
That's
a
true.
nightmare.
It's all about costuming.
Yeah.
This is like how Father Marin and I are the same age when he was in The Exorcist.
That's right.
Crazy. Absolutely nuts.
I think we look pretty close. You know?
I don't remember this like from when I was younger at all.
Me
And-
neither.
I do. Big time, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it was because in the 90s, the 60s were very, very hip.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how we're usually like 1 to 2 decades off when it comes to nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nostalgia's always 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's roughly that. It's essentially a generation. And so in the 90s, in the early 90s, it was very much about the 60s. Like the Brady Bunch was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know why. It's probably because of that this one stands out. What I forgot about this episode is that the school they go to is really a lot like the school in Lean On Me.
I was going to say, it reminds me of the school from Class of 1984, where it's like this
Exactly.
fucking like dystopia.
It looks apocalyptic.
It's like, you're the new girl? Oh, hey, yeah, your locker's over here. Do you have mace? You got to buy it yourself.
Get it.
I don't know why, but this is one of the ones. I think there must have been a certain point because this show hits me right in the sweet spot. Like I was exactly the age that one should have been to watch and appreciate this show.
Totally.
I feel like I missed my window, which is like part of why this didn't really occur to me.
Well,
like,
you weren't allowed to watch these things.
I was too gentle. It's true.
This is also the one when it first occurred to me where I was like, they must have done some kind of a market research or something like that, because all of a sudden all the characters so far in these season 2 episodes have been like recognizably teenagers.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said, like in an earlier episode where I was like, all the kids in season 1 are like children.
Kids.
Well, also what we get to is when you watch the around the campfire bullshit, the Midnight Society stuff, we go from season 1 where they all look like children, like they're very like
They're kids.
children.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden season 2, which is, I don't know, 4 months later, 5 months later, maybe,
Yeah.
they look like they're about 6 years old.
They've
really
already
do. Like
aged
Gary,
a bunch.
especially,
And I
he
don't
like
know-
shot up like a beanpole.
Totally.
But it is very bizarre to be like, oh, it's now they realize like this is not a show for 11-year-olds.
No.
Yeah.
Like they are like 17 years old.
I was 10 when this episode came out, so I was still a little too scared to watch, but I get sucked in because later on in the seasons, because they started bringing in Nickelodeon stars into the episodes, and those were the people I wanted to see. So I was like, I guess I'll suffer the fear to watch Melissa
You're
Joan
like, I need
Hart.
to see Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Clarissa.
Hey,
Need to see her.
Clarissa. It was
Oh, that
Clarissa
bitch is
for
coming
me.
up.
She's coming up for
I
real
know,
soon.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's my favorite episode.
Now, Brian, what drew you to this show in 1993?
Oh, I think I told you. I never watched this shit.
Oh, right.
No.
That's the fun. That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did mention it. Is girlfriend's sister was always watching Nickelodeon.
My future girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true. And so we just would hang around and inevitably would sort of watch this. So I do recognize some of this.
Right.
Because this show was on all the time. Like, it was like the new episodes were on Saturday night. Obviously, they were on Snick. That was the whole fucking deal. But like, the show itself was on pretty regularly. I mean, if you know anything about Nickelodeon, you know it cut off at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock?
9.
Was it 8 or 9?
9:30.
It was either 8 or 9. Was it 9:30?
9:30. The 9:30 Society.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because we're old, and if I given my druthers, I would go to bed at 9:30. One of us on this podcast does go to bed at 9:30.
Sometimes.
It's me.
Sometimes. It's me too.
Exactly.
It's this side. It's this side.
I remember this one a lot, probably because we also watched a lot of Brady Bunch, a lot of
Happy Days.
a lot of that one. Like, there was just like a lot of shit in the zeitgeist. It was a lot of like, hey, these shows are in reruns. And this episode sort of capitalizes on the fact that we all were kind of captured by the 60s.
Yeah.
Because our parents were very much of the 60s.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, the Brady Bunch and Happy Days were playing after Snick on Nick at Night.
We were just obsessed with the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's why this one resonates so hard. Like I said, that was a very serious digression, but like this one just resonated so much because it was just like, I remember this aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like we were just like, oh, peace and love. Like, so they come in looking dorky as hell.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just like, yeah, that was our understanding of the 60s.
It's true.
Because we didn't quite yet understand the sort of darker side of the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if there's nothing else we want to say about the episode, I think it's time to dim the lights and tell the tale. Submitted for the approval of the 930 Society, this one's called The Tale of Locker 22. So we start at the campfire with everyone guessing what Kristen, the fucking showboat of the century, is going to show up as this time. As it turns out, she just shows up stoned and dressed up like a flower child.
I get it.
Far out, man. And she's flashing her midriff in a cut off Shakespearean sleeve, like trippy pattern shirt.
Again, nobody who wrote this episode has ever read or seen anything about the 1960s.
She has like a Rambo headband and a frosty pink lip.
They're like, so it was basically like the 14th century?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, go with it.
Pretty much.
A nude lip for everyone? Yeah, that's it.
Let's go. So she's immediately starts handing out her parents' stuff that she found in the attic, which is kind of fucking weird. And everybody in the Midnight Society, for the most part, is pretty amped, except for Gary, who thinks that her prezzies and her midriff are just a little too extra. What does this shit have to do with her story?
Precisely, Gary.
Yeah.
Everybody else relies on the strength of their storytelling.
Exactly.
And Kristen always has to show up with all this elaborate shit to put her over.
Yeah. No, hey, Kristen, listen, the rest of us write stories.
Yeah.
You know, we make them up, we type them out, we recite them to ourselves. We learn all the lines so we can shock you without holding a script in our hands.
Yep.
And you show up looking like Stevie Nicks.
Barely.
With some fucking novelty bullshit, handing out trinkets so we can just forget that you don't know your lines.
But at least she doesn't have those stupid little curly cues that she had last time she dressed up. Because I would have.
Dog.
Yeah, they were real.
Didn't bring a dog, and
she didn't, and that's
the
unforgivable.
one time she won me over was the time she showed up with the dog with the ears.
That's true. That's true. The dog with the ears was an icon.
It doesn't take much.
So Kristen dramatically says that there's this old saying that if you don't learn from your past, you're doomed to repeat it. But in her story, bitch, shit hits different. In her tale, if you don't learn from the present, you'll repeat the past.
Yeah, no, that actually doesn't mean.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't mean anything.
Isn't it kind of the same thing?
Nonsense.
I'm a little confused.
No,
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
But to distract everybody else at the Midnight Society from being really confused, she holds up this cheap-ass beaded necklace and adds that whatever the case you'll meet your doom. And everybody is immediately captivated. Is she like hypnotizing them with this cheap ass jewelry?
Oh yeah. This fucking all this prop work is just her jingling keys in their face.
100%. She's like she has like a metronome. It's like going off, and she's doing some crazy.
Yeah, like
shit.
fucking Sandra from the Bobcat Goldthwait.
Exactly.
I was like, why is she sleep with a metronome?
I mean,
she mentally ill? It turns out, yes.
She might be.
So she submits her story for the approval of the Midnight Society, and she calls the tale of Locker 22. So we zoom in on Locker 22 in a school as ominous music plays. So a teacher leads Julie to her locker. It's tucked away in a part of the building that hasn't been used in years, and for good reason. And Julie's like a little bit pissed. She's like, this thing is so far away from everything. The teacher, Mr. Schaffner, takes off his glasses, absolutely floored by Julie's comment. Her fields are ripe with audacity and the harvest is rich. Is she fucking complaining?
This guy needs to calm the fuck down. This locker is literally in the middle of Freddy Krueger's boiler room.
100%.
This whole entire school looks like the Warriors came by and fucking spray painted the shit out of every single fucking locker and threw garbage around. It's crazy. Apocalypse.
I didn't notice it at first, but like at a certain point in this episode, I was like, wait a second, why is this school so fucking trashed?
It is. Well, there's trash all around her locker as well.
Yeah.
Like, it is a real weird fucking space.
I think we're meant to blame Schaffner. Schaffner is a piece of shit assistant principal that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
That's very true.
Our education is being sorry,
compromised. So Mr. Schaffner, he gets all worked up and he's like, I've been working at this shithole school for far too long to take lip from a transfer student who's just arrived like 5 minutes ago.
This guy needs to calm the fuck down.
He truly
Jesus
does.
Christ.
Honestly.
What do you work at Winnicott High School in the mid-90s? Again, if you know, you know.
So Julie apologizes to this bitch-made man as he leaves. And then she opens her locker and we hear a ghostly wind. Or was that whooshing just simply a ghost fart? So in the chemistry lab, the teacher is telling people to suck on a glass pipette to fill it.
That's not how it works.
What the fuck is going on here?
That's not how that works.
I know. But Julie sucks too hard and ends up with a mouthful of an unknown substance.
Girl!
I don't need to say anything about that last line. It does the work for me.
Yeah, the fact that she just ingested some unknown chemical is going to explain the rest of the episode.
There's a lot of weird, gross subtext that's happening where it makes me wonder if like Dan Schneider was in the producer robe sitting here and being like, hey.
But also this teacher is like, okay, guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna suck up a chemical from a beaker. I would literally, if my kid came home and was like, hey mom, I today in class I had to suck up a chemical from a beaker, I'd be like, we are taking you out of that school immediately and suing it.
That's generally not how it works.
Yeah.
Like you put it in the thing, you put your finger on it and pull it out.
Pull it
That's
out.
how it works. You don't drink it.
No.
Chaos.
No.
What kind of fucking truck stop chemistry is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mother's Day has a way of sneaking up on you. But when it does, 1-800-Flowers makes it easy to send mom something beautiful, thoughtful, and worthy of everything she does. Right now, with double blooms from 1-800-Flowers, order 1 dozen roses and get another dozen for free. It's a bigger gesture with fresh, beautiful flowers arranged to make Mother's Day feel as special as she is. Make Mother's Day feel bigger with double blooms at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.
Tecovas is the go-to for premium, handcrafted Western boots. Stop by any store location for a warm welcome, a cold drink in hand, and a truly one-of-a-kind shopping experience. Let our friendly staff help you find your new go-to boots, whether your first pair or your 50th. Finish things off with a complimentary boot brand to make them extra special. Come for the boots, stay for the good times. Tecovas, Forever West.
Are you noticing your car insurance rate creep up even without tickets or claims? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry handles the legwork by comparing quotes side by side from over 50 top insurers so you can confidently hit buy. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Jerry even tracks rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Don't settle for higher rates. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/libsyn today. That's jerry.ai/libsyn.
But poor Julie, who has a mouthful of some unknown substance, is horrified, and she just like flings her beaker on the floor and it breaks everywhere. And as she leans to pick it up, two ne'er-do-wells start laughing at her, saying that the next time they suck acid into the pipette.
I hate these two. I hate these two so fucking
They
much.
suck so hard.
What? I don't understand these two, I think. I feel like they are rapey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are ne'er-do-wells.
Yes.
They are distractions.
They are whistling twat missiles. Yes.
I don't understand what their purpose is, because they're like, hey, new girl, let's make her feel unwelcome, but also let's make her feel unsafe.
The blonde gives me creep vibes. The glasses is the one that is gonna hit her maybe later.
They think that they are so fucking funny, though. They lol.
I just don't understand them as a feature in this episode. Like,
see, that's the thing, is it's like the Tale of the Final Wish, where it has this just extremely unpleasant, like, undercurrent of sexual violence in this episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that didn't need to happen. Like, even like the glass pipette thing, like it doesn't come back. Like they don't use that again. Like, I don't understand why that even needed to be part of the script. I don't know. Like, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
well, it's this thing of like, oh, you know, hey, like it's ghosty, it's real spooky, it's real scary. And then there's this other element that's very much like, you might not make it home tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get that we were all about that in the 90s.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yikes.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we're meant to the teacher being like kind of flippant about the class and Mr. Assistant Principal. I think the general vibe is that the school is not doing well under
They just suck.
Yeah, under the supervision of Mr. Shatner.
Oh, is it the lean on me aesthetic?
I
of
think
the
so.
lockers that
This is what you get in Trudeau's Canada.
Exactly.
Okay, relax.
Wow.
Because
don't you dare.
Because once we get towards the end, I think there's a reason why this is given to us, like this information of shit school.
Yeah. Luckily for Julie here, we have Chris, who is also a good guy. He doesn't want her to be assaulted by these two douchebags.
Thank you,
so
Chris.
He tells them to vamoose and to fucking dip. And, he introduces himself. He's like, hey, I'm Chris. And she says, hey, I'm Julie.
Well, she's like, bonjour, I'm Julie.
Je suis Julie.
She immediately develops a French accent and says that her folks are from Paris.
I am here. I have come here from Paris. And I was like,
Montreal.
Really? Montreal.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Bonjour. Je suis
oui.
Julie. Je suis un étudiant. Nope. I forgot the word for student.
Well, okay. Well, that's 4 languages.
Thank you.
Oui, c'est très bon.
I mean, she is as French as Jean-Paul.
Yes, oui.
Also, shout out to Jean-Paul.
Yeah, shout out to my dad.
I
Yeah.
love him. Little tiny little man. I love him. He's so great. He's so great.
So Chris offers to get her to her next class, which he is thankful for.
Which is weird that she needs an escort because they're in the school from Lean On Me.
Well, I mean, she also doesn't know her way around, and I guess it's a big school. So she's like, let's go. Thank you so much. So she turns back to the classroom, and she sees this hippie girl with a beaded Rambo strap around her head. And she's wearing this flower vest over a tie-dye shirt. And she's wearing Kristen's necklace and her frosty lip. Julie is like, I thought everybody had left. But the girl just glares at her until Chris comes back into the room asking if she's coming. And when she turns back, the hippie girl is gone. Real spooky, guys. So at lunch, the two douchebags notice Julie and come over to harass her. And Fritz asks Donnie,
Okay, Fritz.
what she thinks about this new girl. And Donnie thinks that she's real weird, which is rich coming from a guy that looks like he has a mouthful of sour candy.
And those glasses.
Like, I don't know. He just has this gross facial expression. And I'm like, okay. Donnie asks Fritz if he saw what happened today in chemistry. So he picks up a glass of milk and he starts reenacting Julie's unfortunate sucking experience. But just as he's about to blow the straw of milk in Julie's face, Julie just bobs and weaves like a fucking catbird and dives onto the ground.
Catherine,
Zeebs.
she's Catherine Zeta-Jones in that one movie with the lasers, and she's like underneath the shot of the straw.
It is so fucking crazy. Fritz is shocked as milky white fluid sprays across his face.
Nice.
And Fritz retaliates by slinging a handful of mashed potatoes. The lunchroom cheers, and the two whistling twat missiles just start launching fucking food at each other. But as in every single televised instance of a food fight, there is always a casualty of war. And unfortunately for everyone, Mr. Schaffner gets pelted by taters and ramen.
No.
I know. He promptly loses his goddamn mind, and poor Julie just looks up, kneeling, like she's in a full kneeling position.
It's so weird.
In front of him from the floor as he berates her, saying that she's a troublemaker and she's crossed paths with the wrong man.
Oh, how the hell is this her fault, man?
It's not her fault. It's not her fault. It's so fucking weird. So later, Julie visits her locker and it has another ghost fart. And suddenly that hippie girl is just standing behind her again. It looks like she's just about to start smelling Julie's hair like David from the Midnight Society would. But she steps away. And the movement startles Julie, who asks her what she wants. And the hippie shrinks away from her as Julie starts to lay into her. But before she can really amp up her rage at this hippie chick, the hippie just disappears. And she's like, oh my God. Julie nopes the fuck out of there. She's like, I'll deal with a lot of things, but I'm not going to deal with no ghosts, okay?
I mean, right in front of you, right in front of my locker. Oh my God. Like just
I know. No.
disappear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't come back to that school. Are you kidding me?
Ever. Nope, done. So Julie stomps out of school as Chris chases her, and he's trying to tell her that she just can't let those two whistling twat missiles ruin her school experience. She's looks terribly embarrassed, and she asks if he's going to laugh at her as she tells him something. And he promises. He's like, okay. So she
says,
tells,
I'm a lesbian. Sorry.
it's not the same one.
That was my life.
She tells him that she thinks that she saw a ghost. And Chris thinks it's funny, but he does keep his promise by not laughing at her. But she is a fiery French woman by way of Montreal, so she just stomps the fuck away from them.
I think you mean Paris.
Paris.
Potato. So that night, Julie stares sadly out her window. And the phone rings, and it's some guy who says that he's the ghost of Derby High, and he's coming to haunt her. And
Also,
she is
fuck that guy. What the hell, man? Like, someone is like, oh, hey, I had a weird experience.
Yeah.
Is this a thing people do?
And at least in 90s television show for children, yeah.
But also in Scream.
Yeah, in Scream too.
Also, how are they getting she just moved to town. How do they have her phone number?
Everybody
Phone
was
tree.
listed. Yeah. I mean, I guess she did just move to town, so that might be
Yeah,
how
they put it that fast on the fucking phone tree list.
Look, this is Canada. Yeah, they're better organized.
They are better organized.
They're like, hey, do you want to harass somebody?
Yeah.
Here's their new number.
Here's a list.
Call her and tell her she's stupid.
Yeah.
So the next day at school, Julie just stomps towards Chris and she's like, fuck you for being a dick that betrayed my confidence and telling everybody about this ghost shit.
Honestly,
and he's like, oh my God, I only told like one person and I did it for a reason. But she doesn't care. She just runs away.
I wouldn't either. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, not
Honestly,
cool.
I mean, what do you, like, I'm going to tell you something in confidence. And there's no caveat that says you can tell one person.
Right.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to tell you, I am terrified for two reasons. One, there is a ghost, but also there are two people in this school who are obsessed with me and are constantly harassing me.
Yeah.
I think they're following me home at night.
And they might be the people that are calling me too.
It most likely
Oh,
is
no, they
them.
are.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So Julie opens her locker, but a basketball hits it, and that ugly necklace falls out onto the floor. You know, the one that Kristen was wearing earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is in the story as well. Surprise!
It's so cheap. They're like Mardi Gras beads.
Less than even.
It looks crazy. So she turns to leave and gasps because Fritz is standing in front of her, and he's dressed in a ghost suit.
This fucking guy.
And meanwhile, Donnie taunts her, and he's like feigning surprise that she would be frightened because,
Jesus Christ, I hate both of these men.
Yeah, they suck.
Donnie and Fritz are their names.
They named
I don't
them
know why
appropriately.
I forgot that, but like they both sound like murderous rapists.
They are.
But also maybe pirates.
Yeah.
Also, quick digression. I also noticed another thing about season 2: no weird names.
That's very true.
I'm sorry.
I don't
Did
know,
you not catch
Fritz.
Donnie and Fritz?
Fritz is pretty bad.
No Weege, no Weeds, no Day, none of that stuff from last season.
I'm sorry. Did you not catch Donnie and Fritz?
I think that Fritz is probably like a last name, like shortened thing.
No, it's
Donnie-
not. That's a first name.
It's a German name.
From Germany in the fucking 14th century.
Yeah.
Donnie is
a new
I don't
kid on
know
the block.
what,
He's a new kid on the block.
but the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wahlbergiest one.
So she shoves him away from her and she runs frantically, almost hitting the hippie ghost. And she's like, Ghosty, who are you? And the ghost just looks at her and then looks meaningfully down at her necklace and then back up into her face. And then she gets it. Julie just puts on the necklace and she's transported back in time. I know.
Hair. All this beautiful hair.
And the hallway is like hazy. And there's some girl that looks like she's fucking Sonny Bono. And then there's this other guy with long hair and headbands.
No, wait.
I know.
Go back. That song.
Hair. All you beautiful hair.
Thank you. Carry on.
So girl turns around. She's like, Moonbeam, your necklace is so boss. And the girl's just kind of like, what the fuck? Because like Julie doesn't understand what the hell is going on. She's like, quoi? Because I'm Quebecois.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Qu'est-ce que c'est, ça? So the girl uses Candy's chosen name, which is Moondance. So the extra that looks like Sideshow Bob bumps into her and he starts Cheech and Chonging with his lids half open.
Yep.
Okay, do you know what he is? Well, he's not literally this kid, but there's a kid in Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah.
When Ethan Embry runs out and he's like, where is Julie? Whatever the fuck her name is. And it's this kid and he's like, have you ever thought about Scooby-Doo?
I know.
Is that really the same actor?
It's not the same actor, but he's doing the same thing where he's just like,
well, it's funny because
he's like, Velma was a hip lady.
They look so 90s, these kids. Like there's this guy in the background wearing a sweater that is like a fully like something he's wearing like what are those big pants called?
Junkos.
Junkos. He literally looks like he's about to go to a rave.
Yeah, Junkos and a drug rug.
Yeah. And like this kid, the Can't Hardly Wait kid, he looks also incredibly 90s. And I'm like, it's the epitome of entering that space of flare jeans in the 90s and like, oh, we're doing 60s again. Because I absolutely did that shit in the 90s and it was great.
Yeah. I mean, I had a couple pairs of bell bottoms back in the day.
Oh my God,
I thought
love
they
them.
were super cool. Yeah. So Julie rushes towards her locker and oh my God, there's a flower sticker on it. And someone graffitied Candy's name on it. I know. So Mr. Schaffner comes and he just like comes up from behind her and he's like, hey, I've been waiting for you. What the hell? And she just is like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I've been waiting for you. Come on, like, let's go. Meet me in my office or whatever. And she just immediately takes off her necklace and is transported back to current day. And guys, she can still see the outline of the flower sticker on her locker.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. And also on the side locker, it says, just say no. Because all the kids that graffiti on the locker rooms are definitely not doing drugs.
They're all reefer addicts.
So as school lets out, Julie pulls Chris aside and she's like, who is it that you told? And he says that he's been hearing about a ghost that walks the halls for like a couple years now. So he told somebody that knew somebody that saw it, which is real fucking evasive. And she just tells him that she wants to show him something. So she brings him to her locker and she explains about the whole flower sticker thing, as well as the fact that that ugly necklace fell out of her locker as well. He tells her to just chill the fuck out. He's like, you're scaring me, girl. And she puts on the necklace and she shoves him into the locker. And then he is transported back in time. And he is so fucked up. He's like, oh my God, what is going on? And then the hippie chick that, you know, was talking to Moon Dance a little bit ago, she comes around the thing and she's just like, hey, Candy, I want you to come over tonight to listen to the Beatles' White album that just came out. And, you know, Chris is all fucking confused. It's like, who is this person? And then she just kind of goes away and invites Chris too.
Let's go do some LSD and listen to Helter Skelter.
Yeah, man.
My
Let's
God.
go. So she shows him the sticker as Mr. Schaffner comes and he's like asking her where the fuck she's been. He's like, girl, I told you a little bit ago. I've been waiting for you. Where are you?
The mustache and the chops that they put on this guy to like make him look younger. Oh my
God. I know.
God.
I thought it was a different actor. I was like, this is a completely different dude.
No, they said, put chops on the man.
I know. So Chris is shook and he's like, Mr. Schaffner. And Mr. Schaffner is like, who the fuck are you? Because like, this is in the past, so he doesn't even know who Chris is back then. So Chris said that he's new. And then Mr. Schaffner is like, well, you need to learn something about some freaking manners, okay? And so he turns to Julie Candy and he tells her that he'll stay to help her today, but if she doesn't finish her fucking project, she's going to get a big fat F. Yeah, dig?
Groovy.
Yeah. So,
far out.
Yeah. So he storms away, and Chris is immediately like, what is going on here? He's like, Schaffner is young. And Julie's like, hello, it's the 60s. I've been trying to tell you, you idiot.
Did you not see that woman come up to us with a big bandana on her head and like a big peace sign on her shirt? Hello.
Yeah. So he says that if it's tied to her necklace, then she should take the damn thing off. So she does, and then they're bamfed back into the present. And he like ends up like in a pile of trash kind of near her locker, which is real weird.
Yeah, that's the whole school.
There you go.
I know, it's true. So the necklace has some kind of power, and Chris is just messed up. He's like, they called her Candy. You know, and she's like, do you know her? And she's like, no, I don't know her. But Chris is ready to pour through some old files, baby. So he takes her to a little like place where they have like files and they're looking and they find this piece of paper that has old locker roster from 1968. You know, when that Beatles White album dropped. Yeah, because Chris knew that without having to look anything up.
Hey, want a cookie? Oh, I know you just ate, so you're craving something a little sweet. Besides, one cookie isn't gonna kill you. How about half? Just a bite? Bite it. Bite it. Bite it.
Food noise isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. Your affordable GLP-1 source that puts you on a path to successful weight loss by quieting food noise.
Bite it.
Shh. Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe 10, 20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
You know what this reminds me of? This is super, I mean, I don't know if it's that deep of a cut, but in My Girl 2, not My Girl 1, My Girl 2, Veda goes to LA to hang out with her uncle. And she like, you know, hangs out with a little boy, whatever. And the whole plot of My Girl 2 is she's trying to find out about her mom and when she was young. And so she goes to her high school and she finds her yearbook and she interviews like her mom's like friends from high school. And so I was watching this. I'm like, oh my God, like my girl too. They're going to look through the yearbook.
Then everybody's going to get stung by bees.
Yes, that's one. That's one, not two. And two, he's still fucking dead, but no one's stung.
Can't see without his glasses.
Oh,
so sad.
Biggest heartbreak of my life.
So sad. So sad. So they find that little roster, and what do you know? Candy Warren is on that list. And do you know what locker that girl had?
Is it 22?
It's 22.
You know it. So then they start looking through the yearbooks, but Candy's not anywhere to be seen. So they're like, well, okay, let's look in 69 or 70
Nice.
and see if she's there. I know, nice. But she isn't. So they're just like, what is happening? So they go back through the 1968 one and they flip to the back and they see a page and they find out that Candy died. I know.
Oh, shit.
I know. It's real sad. It's real sad. There's an in memoriam for her. So Julie doesn't know why Candy is showing herself to her and why people in the 60s think that she is Candy. So Chris tells her that whatever fuck shit is going on, that they can't handle it. But Julie's convinced that Candy is trying to let them know something. So she tells them that she'll just call him later. And he goes away. So she goes to her locker, but she stares at her necklace and a plan is forming. So outside, Chris runs into an old teacher and asks if he ever knew Candy Warren. The old teacher gets wistful. He's like, sure, I knew her. Such a tragedy. Chris asks if she was sick, but no bitch, no. It happened here. It flashes over to Julie, who's traveling back to the 60s by donning her ugly jewelry.
The weirdest time machine.
I know.
Honestly, Mr. Schaffner comes out and tells her to like move her ass, damn it. But in the present, the old ass teacher says that Candy was staying late at school for a chemistry project, but she got careless and there was an explosion and fire. It's so hard to think about.
Whoa.
What kind of chemicals are they mixing at this school?
This school said, we have the best chemistry lab that we have in all of Canada. And we want to make sure you guys get your fingers in every single chemical that we have in it. Every teen will leave this place with some sort of chemical burn of some kind.
You're going to make sure you taste all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big strawful. Big strawful. It's just real weird. But like, in all honesty, you don't need very much in a chemistry lab to like blow it up. All you need is that little gas hose. Those things used to freak the shit out of me.
Why do we have chemistry labs in school?
Yeah, kids are dumb. Like I was dumb. I don't know why they trusted me with that.
I never even went.
Yeah.
That's how dumb I was.
Oh.
Well, they threw me out eventually. Don't worry.
Vinegar and baking soda is all they should.
Yeah, they should really just do the volcano things and
that's
just call it a day.
God,
you know?
I want to do that right now.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so fun. I do it in my sink. When it's clogged, you throw some baking soda down there and some vinegar and you're like, yes! The power of science.
I get very excited when I buy the little pods where it's like clean the thing. I chuck them in there and they're like, you just need to put one. And I'm like, oh, 5? Sure. And then I'm like, wee!
Yeah.
I know. And then it just smells so lemony fresh.
And
It's
you're
great.
like, yes, I am God.
Finally, it doesn't smell like cabbage.
It's true. It's true. So Chris asks who the teacher was, and bitch, it was Mr. Schaffner.
Get the fuck out of here.
All of a sudden, it's fucking stir of echoes.
Yep. So before he became the ass principal, because I'm not going to call him assistant principal because he's an ass, he worked in the fucking chemistry department. And Chris immediately loses it. He's like, holy shit, Julie, you endanger girl. So he...
Okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Mr. Schaffner.
Yes.
I fully believe we would get to the end and it was like, oh, Mr. Schaffner is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden one day he made a mistake and this girl died. No. It turns out Mr. Schaffner is just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks.
In general. So
I don't know. There's no lesson. That's one thing that's like kind of like, I think that's the one thing that's kind of throwing me a little bit with this season is that they've kind of gotten away from like the moral of the story.
Right. Not only do
bit.
they not know anything about the 60s
Yeah.
or pinball,
Yeah.
they've also never seen an episode of Twilight Zone.
Right.
But, you know, back in time, Mr. Schaffner sets up a gas hose next to a glass bottle filled with extremely flammable liquid. That's what it says on it. Not just being dramatic. But it zooms in on a fray on the tube that is connecting the gas thing. Oh no. So Chris runs to the lab, but unfortunately, he's still stuck in the 90s. He's not back in the 60s with Candy over here. So back in time, Mr. Schaffner gives her all the implements that she's going to need, including that pipette thing for measuring, and she is fucked up. She's like, great. Last time I sucked on one of those, I almost swallowed a mysterious fluid. Now, back in present time, Chris frantically attempts to break her locker open because he's like, maybe I can find another ugly necklace. But back in the 60s, we're really, this is really going back and forth, guys. So Julie Candy asks what exactly she's supposed to be doing. And he snarkily tells her that, you know, this is what he is testing her for. Like, she's supposed to know what she's supposed to be doing. So he tells her to light the gas and take it from there. And then he dips to give her 20 minutes alone with hazardous materials that could potentially blow up the entire fucking building and kill her.
Sure.
So in the 90s, Candy walks up right behind Chris and he is almost sharding his pants. He's so fucking terrified at everything that is transpiring right now. And he asks if Julie is in the past, and Candy sadly nods. So back in the 60s, Julie turns on the gas and we hear it escaping from the tear in the hose. And she attempts to stoke using one of those little flame spark maker things that they use in chemistry
It
lab.
looks like a spoon on a tong.
Yeah. Those things always never worked for me. Like they just don't work.
Science.
And, well, true to form, it didn't work. And she's like, oh my God, I hate this chemistry.
Science, ew.
I know. So in the 90s, Chris begs Candy to help Julie. She's going to die otherwise. So Candy walks right into Chris, and then he's sent back to the 60s.
What is the time travel rules on this are crazy, because when they time traveled earlier, when it was what's her name and Chris, she puts the thing on the necklace and then shoves him. You'd think the necklace is long enough for her to be like, at least put it on him as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no. And so now he's got to like travel through time because a ghost walked through him. It's so weird.
It's Kristen logic.
Yeah, it is Kristen logic. She didn't think it through. She was just thinking about the fit.
Exactly.
You know? That's what she was there for. The fit and the Luke. She wasn't there for the story.
My Luke.
In the chemistry lab, Julie attempts to light a match, but that doesn't work. So she just allows gas to slowly fill up the room like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, don't worry about it. She's going to find a weird Victorian candle that she will use to
seriously
continue her study.
Like a long taper.
Where did she get that?
For real.
19th century.
So Chris runs down the hall, but Mr. Schaffner stops him and he's like, stop running in the halls. And Chris attempts to reason with him. He's like, oh my God, Candy's in trouble. And Schaffner's like, oh, she is in trouble of going to summer school. Ew.
Zing.
Boo, fuck you.
Yeah, he sucks so bad. So in the chemistry lab, Julie brings in the lit Victorian candle. And back in the hallway, Schaffner asks who the fuck Chris is. And Chris says that he is the future.
Also, stop being racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was definitely a moment in this episode where I was like,
yeah, stop bringing your friend back to your black friend of the 60s.
I don't know how accurate with this young black man in the 60s, how like...
Well, they're like, who's your friend?
I know.
Hi.
I was like, no. You guys wouldn't be this chill, I don't think.
No, maybe. She looked stoned. So
yeah, you're right.
Like,
but the teacher,
she was a hippie.
The friend.
Yeah, the teacher is a... Yeah.
That friend was like, you guys, the White Album. What about the birthday song? I don't know what other songs are in the White Album. They say it's your birthday. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know what's happening.
Isn't that a Beatles song?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
I like the first Black Sabbath album.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Figure in black, which points at me.
Thank you.
Something. Wah, wah. Santa, Santa, flannel, flow. I don't know the lyrics.
Never mind.
War pigs? That's what I
Generals
was
gathered
thinking.
in their masses.
Thank you.
He can't see without his glasses.
My girl.
Oh, God. So Chris is done with dealing with Mr. Schaffner's bullshit. So he just shoves him into a locker and then just books it to the fucking chemistry lab. He is absolutely determined to save Julie Candy from whatever fuck shit is afoot. So he shows up and he sees that she's just sitting there holding the candle. And he's like, oh my God, you're going to die. And he shouts her name. And like a fucking idiot, she drops the candle. And Chris just launches towards her and turns the gas off. Schaffner's pissed. He's like, what the fuck, dude? She's supposed to be doing her project. But Chris just rips the friggin' raggedy ass tube out of the little spigot and he shows him how frayed it is. He's like, don't you even check your equipment? You could have burnt the whole school down. And Schaffner is absolutely horrified. He's
Dear
like,
sir, why do you not know your equipment?
yes, I bite my thumb at you. So
Slap, slap with mittens.
exactly. So he's like, oh my God. He's like, Candy Julie was almost killed.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what to say. And Chris just tells Schaffner that he just needs to say that he's in the wrong line of work. So Schaffner just says, thank God Chris saw this. Otherwise, ... And then the camera flashes back to where Julie's supposed to be. But instead, we see Candy, who says, I would have been toast.
Well, I think that line, that you're in the wrong line of work, again, is another clue that the reason why the school is a piece of shit is because of this fucking guy who stayed on this job, became assistant principal, didn't give a fuck about his students, obviously, since he almost killed what's her dick. And so, like, he's like, hey, bitch, maybe you should quit and get another job, fucker.
Yeah. What's her dick? Exactly. So back in the present, Julie is so fucking relieved to know that how Candy died. And Chris says that Candy helped him help Julie. And then they hug as this female school worker notices them and asks why they're there so late. And Chris just says that he was helping Julie with her locker. It was stuck. So he pulls on it and it immediately opens. And he's like, oh. And the woman just kind of nods and she's like, oh, that used to stick for me too. And Julia shook and she's like, Sacre bleu! That was your locker?
I cannot believe, mon Dieu.
Yeah, oui, c'est, whoa. So the teacher just says that back in the dark ages, that was hers. And then the woman correctly guesses Julie's name. And Julie's like, yeah, but like, who are you? And the woman says that she is the assistant principal, Candy Warren.
Shit.
Whoa!
I know.
And if you notice in the background, all the lockers are clean. The walls look nice. There are posters that are like, school is cool kind of thing. Because since the timeline has shifted and she is now assistant principal, she keeps the school up to code like a fucking actual educator should. Schaffner, you dick.
Yeah, you dick fuck. So Chris and Julie just exchange a like gleeful "we did it" stare as the two whistling twat missiles just kind of skulk in the background. And Ms. Warren, she's like, get to my fucking office.
Yeah.
Chris and Julie just share a cute little glance and then we're back at the fire. And Kristen looks at her ugly ass necklace and says, the end. And Gary thinks that it's far out. Kiki thinks that it's solid. David thinks that it's psychedelic. And
Frank thinks it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, pretty much. He's just like, it's neato. He's off his game because his boyfriend isn't there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real sad. We're all in mourning.
That's why. Because in the past episode, he went to the movies with Gary and they kissed there. And that's why Eric left.
Yeah, he's using Gary as a rebound. And I don't know if I like that. I just don't like it. Well, another unforgivable sin is the fact that they don't douche the fire, which is not correct.
How dare they?
I know. It's real bad. Bad etiquette. So yeah. So on behalf of everyone on this pod, I would like to thank you for taking the time to get spooked with us. Check back in 1 week when Dave will be telling us another chilling tale. Until then, you can find Aileen on Uike Horror, Bryan and Dave on Bring Me the Axe and 99-Cent Rental, and me on The Rewatcher. Laughing in the Dark is written by us and produced and edited by Mikie Soroyce, with music by Brian White. Our incredible key art was created by Vin Elio. You can keep up with us in between episodes by following us on Instagram at laughinginthedarkpod, or you can email us at laughingpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it.